Ryan, was that the most assured performance we've had since your arrival here, would you say?
Yeah, it's one of them. Obviously, there's some assured performances that you don't get much out of, which I think we've already had, and getting points. But listen, I was just in danger today of them snatching something late on or snatching something through a free kick, which I felt we give too many free kicks away. But listen, I can't ask much of the lads have said in there then, to go back to back the games, when they're giving us everything on the pitch, stats wise in terms of running it, they're working the socks off, and then again, I was a bit cautious whether I keep the same team or roll them out again, which I did, and because they've been doing well and the quality levels have been there and the lads coming on the pitch. So listen, to get back-to-back wins in this division at this stage is obviously nice. Listen, as I've said to many other people think, it was just about safety. Yeah, it was about getting as many points, but I wish there was another 10 games to go so we can start climbing the table and collecting more points. It's not to be. We've got 53 points, but I want more, said to the group in there before. We're going to give them a small challenge from now till the end of the season, and let's try and get as high as we possibly can. They take all the credit to being excellent in an on and off the pitch, well worthy of the good set piece goal as well from Cara.
Just on the game itself, we created some really good opportunities again, didn't we? I think 8 shots in that first half, 5 on target, and you must have been pleased we got the goal our performance deserved in that first half.
Definitely, yeah. Listen, we got in some good areas, didn't we? Again, that's what we've said, and Dale and Melise were very tired there. I think you can see that, hence the changes late on, where they're trying to run them into the ground, because I felt there was a goal there each for them, to be perfectly honest with you. And yeah, listen, to creating them chances, that's what we want to do on the front foot, creating. And I must say, we're being solid and resolute in the interceptions. That's down to the work we're doing on the training pitch, where they should be when we've not got the ball, and then when they try and force a pass, we're intercepting it. So yeah, listen, I can't thank them enough for being excellent, and just pleased that we've got 3 points for our home supporters as well.
Probably the story of our season, really, but could have had a few more, couldn't we, if we were a little bit more, like you said. You talked about belief and being clinical in that final third, and I suppose, is that the only thing missing again, really, from the performance?
Probably, yeah. Listen, I'm a big believer, if you're creating them, you'll score them. I just said to Dale in there, if I'd like to think I could work with these type of strikers, and I think they get between 10 and 20 goals, let alone just 10. I always want my strikers to do more. I'm wanting more from them. I'm giving them a little bit of a push at half time to give me a little bit more. But as long as we're creating opportunities to score, whoever scores them, I don't really mind. But we'll definitely score goals because of the way we want to try and play.
Look, you mentioned earlier that all the lads are working hard for you, but just a word on your midfield three, and John Mellish, Babaradico, Jensen, where they seem to be really complementing each other well and putting the yards in and covering a lot of ground for you in that middle of the park.
They are, mate, yeah. They're doing exactly what we've asked them to do. You're looking around, and Scotty's done well when he's played in it, of course, but in terms of a bit of balance, we've got a right footer and a left footer, and Baba's the forward, if you like, and we've got 280 either side, which allowed them a little bit of balance, especially when obviously Will's playing left side centre half. He's a right footer, but listen, I don't like singling them all out. Baba was excellent today in and out of possession, but along with them, all of them, because they've been excellent, and I think is that 18 clean sheets now for Sam, which is massive, and to nullify them. They scored 3 the other day, let's not forget, they can score goals, they've got some firepower there, and we've nullified them to probably no chances, real good chances on goal. So again, listen, I'm just pleased that we've got the points. We've got 3 more games to collect as many points as we possibly can. 3
straight clean sheets, as you said, and we attempted to go to mix it up again after obviously the game on Friday, but you went unchanged, and you said earlier, was that just a reward for the lads in terms of the performances so far?
It is, yeah. Listen, we'll have a look at the next few games, of course, because we want to give people opportunities, but I also want to win games of football, and the football club and our fans haven't seen many wins on the board this season, especially at home, and I want to try and make sure that we get them. So it won't be just giving people opportunities for the sake of it. We want to win games of football, and if I feel the lads are giving me an headache in training, which some of them are, then I'll choose them. Young Dion's made the bench today. We just felt he might have given us something different from the right-hand side. And then obviously I looked at it, and Johnny got some good chances coming in, and potentially could have scored 1 or 2. He had some good opportunities, went for the lack of trying, but yeah, they'll earn the right to get in the team, and as I say, I won't just give opportunities for the sake of it. I want them to win games of football. That's the main thing.
Talk about winning games of football, back-to-back wins, as you said, for the first time I think in the league since November, which we've not talked about too much this season, but again, I think you said earlier, games, you would have liked a few more games to kind of continue this upward trajectory, this momentum that we seem to be building now.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I can only go off from my time here, and as I said, the lads have been excellent. It has been a big change for them in terms of formation and style of play, and and running stats have gone a little bit through the roof in terms of what I want them to do, but that's the job, and you know, if they can do it, then they'll play. And yeah, you know, all we can focus on now is my era, a new era for Wigan Athletic Football Club, and you know, we keep winning games of football. You know, we'll have this place bouncing. I said that to the group of players in there before. You know, and make this a fortress, and that's going to be one of our aims. Not just, we haven't just got one, we've got many for next season. And yeah, we want to make it a fortress and win as more games as we possibly can at home, and play a good attacking style of football. Just
finally, mathematically safe, was there any ever doubt in your mind the way we were playing?
Well, I heard the fans singing, what was they singing? We're staying up. We are staying up. We were always staying up, and that's not being cocky. I just think the group were too good to be anywhere in the mix. What I didn't want to happen is, I didn't want us to fall into a trap of sleepwalking into a relegation dogfight where then you're playing, you know, Burton, and then you're playing Northampton, and you've got to go and get points. I didn't want that. You know, but look, we'll play all the teams with massive respect who have got to play, and they're in there. I don't know what the scores are just yet in terms of them, but all we can do, as I've said all along, is worry about us.